Hey guys, I'm the Strongman Historian, and in this video I'm gonna try and recap everything significant that happened in the sport of strongman in the month of April. Enjoy the video. Once again, just like last month, we had a big competition happening at the start of the month. This time it was the Europe's Strongest Man. The first event was log lift as part of the World Log Lift Championships. We've seen some big log pressing, especially by Luke Stoltman and Iron BB. They both smashed 218 kilos and then decided to go for the world record. However, Luke didn't have it in him on the day, and BB was injured couple of days or weeks before the competition. He tore his upper chest and he wasn't able to go full power. But despite that, he had a really good go, and that just goes to show how strong he actually is. And talking about how strong he actually is, on the Giants Life podcast, he said that he doesn't want to go for 230 anymore, that he wants to go for more. So that just goes to show how confident he is in his strength. Is it smart? Should he do it? I'm not the one to judge. If he thinks he can do more, go for it. I'll be there watching. So yeah, that's for the World Log Lift Championships. The rest of the competition was really good. We had some of the younger guys and new guys showing up, like Pablo Cordiaca, who finished in fourth place, and Shane Flowers, who, even though he's new to strongman, he finished in fifth place. Then we had the top three, which is pretty much what everyone expected, even though the order was like, for example, I had Konstantin finishing first, some people had Oleksiy, some people had Luke, but Konstantin was third, Luke was second, and Oleksiy finished in first place. Like, he's just special. He said himself that he only trained twice since the Arnolds, so he wasn't necessarily expecting to win Europes, but he did. That just goes to show how good he is. Like, he won World's Strongest Man. It wasn't for nothing. He's one of the best strongmen we have right now. And if he can train for Worlds, it will be something special. With Martins going for his second title, Tom going for his second title, Brian looking better than ever going for his fifth. It's just this generation we have right now is something else. What a time to be alive. Talking about the World's Strongest Man 2022, we had two guys pulling out, one of them being Mateusz Kliszkowski. Mateusz suffered an injury before the Arnolds, and it was a minor injury, but he said that it's not smart for him to go into another heavy prep with that injury still present, which is understandable. Like, he's already been out from Worlds for the past 2 years because of injuries, and he wants to fully heal before uh, going in again. He said that he doesn't want to just participate; that he wants to win the Worlds. So even though it sucks that we won't see Mateusz at Worlds, it's understandable. The other guy that pulled out was Rauno Heinla. uh, this is also very unfortunate because the last time Rauno was at Worlds was in 2011, and he finally got invited back again, but it wasn't to be. He had to pull out. Mateusz is going to be replaced by another great Polish athlete, Grzegorz Szymański. Grzegorz wasn't necessarily one of the names that were thrown out there as a replacement because he was out of the sport for a while due to him having cancer, but he successfully beat it and he's on his way back. So it's going to be great to see him again at Worlds. He's been at Worlds previously, even in the final, finishing in eighth place. So he obviously has the caliber, but it will be good to see him again, even though I don't know what to expect from him. Another replacement is a Canadian athlete. We're going to have three Canadian athletes this year, and it's Mitchell Hooper. He's an unknown quantity, basically. He's amazing in static strength. He has pulled 475 on the deadlift. He just this week he like pressed 206 kilos or something overhead. so he's obviously statically amazing, but I haven't seen much when it comes to the events from him, so it will be interesting to see how he does in the heats. And the events for the 2022 World's Strongest Man have been finally announced. We already had an idea of what the events are gonna be from what the guys have been doing in training, and it's pretty standard. We see some sort of a loading race or yoke every single year. This year they chose to go with the car walk. We knew about the deadlift ladder since Europe's Strongest Man, and then they have log lift for reps, which is standard. Then they have a new event called the Wrecking Ball Hold. It's gonna be a grip event. I'm fine with that. I'm a big fan of grip events. I think they should be a bigger part of the sport. What I don't believe should be part of the sport is the stone off. I'm not gonna rant about this, let's just look at the finals events. The first event of the finals is gonna be the NAC Giants Medley. It's gonna be a loading medley with NAC boxes into a yoke. We've seen Brian Shaw and Kevin Ferris training this, so it was pretty obvious this is gonna be part of the finals. The second event of the finals is gonna be the deadlift for reps. I don't believe they already announced the weight, but it's safe to assume that it's gonna be somewhere in the 350 to 370 kilo range. And this is where it gets exciting. The third event of the finals is gonna be the Flintstone barbell press. The guys are gonna press a barbell with what I assume to be stones at the ends instead of weights. They are allowed to press from behind the neck or from the front rack position. We've seen this already in the 1995 World's Strongest Man, where Gary Taylor did a speed rep with 210 kilos. It's understandable. Gary was an Olympic lifter and he did I think 265 or 267 and a half in exhibition. Also, another guy who did crazy weights with behind the neck pressing was Misha Kuklaev. He also did 270 kilos in an exhibition. I don't think we will reach these kind of numbers, but I think 230 should be possible for a lot of the guys, especially with what we've seen from training. Another event coming back to the World Strongest Man finals is the bus pull. We haven't seen it for a couple of years. Same can be said about power stairs. Power stairs were really exciting at Europe's this year. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And the last event is a classic. It's gonna be the Atlas Stones. So we have great set of events at this year's Worlds. It's just it's getting near, guys. Get excited. Another thing to be excited about is that Larry Wills is once again training to compete in Strongman. He's preparing for a competition of the Middle East Strongest Man, which is also a qualifier for the World Ultimate Strongman. This is great. I don't care if you are a fan of his or not. This is, first of all, exciting to watch, it's entertaining, and second of all, Larry has a huge following, and this can and hopefully will bring a lot of fans to our sport. Now we're gonna get into records that were broken in the month of April. The first one is the world record for the silver dollar deadlift with a lift of 560 kilos or 1235 pounds done by Sean Hayes. Another record that was broken in April is the Dutch log record. Angelo van der Paas broke it with a lift of 195 kilos. And by the looks of it, I believe he will do a 200 kilos by the end of the year. We also had the Clash on the Coast happening, and it was just pure Canadian domination. We had Isaac Mays winning the under 105s, Melissa Peacock won the under 82 kilo women's, Sam Beliveau broke the world record in the dumbbell. Just Canadians, man. Despite some controversy, Nick Myers managed to break the under 90 kilo world record in the dumbbell with a lift of 114 kilos. This is absolutely crazy. Most open guys can't lift anything close to this. If you don't believe me, go check out my video about the national dumbbell records. This is everything I had prepared for you for the month of April. I'm the Strongman Historian. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.